I lost 23 pounds and 38 inches in 30 days.
I dropped 18 pounds and over 28 inches.
I have gotten rid of 40 pounds.
I have a dear friend who has, her first round has dropped over 30 pounds in 23 days.
I'm actually a third-generation practitioner. I was brought up to be of service. It kind of frustrated me to see my fellow colleagues charging the amounts people charge. So we set out, my partner and I, as a personal goal to say, hey, let's help thousands of people lose weight and make it affordable, because thousands of people need this, and not just a couple of hundred rich people that can afford these outlandish prices. We wanted to reach out and try and touch the nation and say, how many thousands of people can we help at an affordable price and give the nation some hope, at least in their own personal lives.
We hear it every day. I've tried everything. I've done this weight loss, I've done that weight loss program, and none of it seems to work that well.
They're hopeless. They've tried everything. They've been through the works. They exercise 2-3 hours a day. They're doing everything they can with absolutely no results.
Well, I've tried lots of other diets. I've tried, all the little things that come through you hear of, and people say, oh, this one will work or that one will work. This one worked for me. Well, they work a little bit for me, but not a lot for me. I would lose maybe 5-10 pounds, and then that was about as far as it went.
And they would work, and for a lot of people, they worked really great. But for me, it would start and then it'd stop, and it just never clicked. Nothing ever clicked for my body.
Every time I heard there's a new diet, I knew I was going to have to try it.
Hopeless. I can't tell you how many people have cried just talking to me about how frustrated they are with the lack of weight loss that they're getting, or just the way that they look and feel.
Since I was a kid even, I struggled with my weight. And so I've always been dieting, trying to watch what I eat, exercising or whatever, and comparing myself to everybody else around me that I'm looking at, and knowing that they look a lot better than I do, and that I could look better, I want to look better, but I don't. So it's been hard.
Well, all of my kids, their growing up years, all they've known is a fat mom. And that's not what I want. I want them to know a healthy mom and somebody that can set a good example for them. So.
I've never been a very large person. I've struggled with my weight, but in my mind, I was always one of those people that took up 2 seats.
When I first heard about the HCG diet, I was very skeptical. Like many people, it sounded too good to be true.
Here I was as a healthcare practitioner, very skeptical, until we looked into it, started studying, researching it.
A lot of hours and reading different studies and researching things, and came to the conclusion that it was something that was going to be a positive thing for our patients. And as we started working with our patients, we realized that it was.
This works.
It finally worked for me. I lost 23 pounds and 38 inches in 30 days. And that was amazing for me. I've never had any experience like that before.
I've not seen a single person not lose weight on this.
It's been miraculous to see the life-altering changes in people's bodies, in people's minds, in their attitudes, in their emotional behaviors, in all aspects of their life as they've gained confidence and well-being as to who they are, who they want to become, and who they can become.
I look in the mirror and I pretty much tell myself how sexy I am.
As that weight started coming off and stuff, I've just noticed this past summer, being able to be outside with my kids, running around. It's amazing. I can move so much easier, and running is so much easier, and exercising is so much easier having that 40 pounds gone.
I am in cute clothes. I've never cared about my clothes. I always wore the bigger clothes. I always wore fat clothes. I never wore clothes that fit, that showed my body.
It's a very specific protocol, and what Dr. Simmons has in his program works well. But we've also found there's a lot of little things that we need to tweak on.
As we've worked with thousands of patients, we've been able to see patterns, and we've been able to fit things, and we've been able to tweak and fine-tune the diet in a way that we felt comfortable enough to put it on a website, therefore being able to help thousands of patients.
There's so many little things I found as I did it the first time I found that there's little things, sleep, you know, how much sleep you get, how late you eat your food, lots of little things that made a huge difference as to whether I was losing weight or not. So I would never try and do it on my own.
I think anybody may have a little success on this, whether they're doing it on their own or not. The thing we have to offer is we've seen thousands of patients, have worked through thousands of different scenarios, and tried to simplify this and make it a system where everybody can follow and everybody can have success as they go through this.
I tried to do HCG on my own the very first round for the most part. You can't do it on your own because you feel alone and isolated, and it's like, am I doing this right? I don't know. You know, nothing's working, or, you know, something's wrong, or, you know, you get all these questions are going through your mind, and you can't do it alone.
The way we have the website set up is people who have questions are able to ask the doctors. We encourage people to read through the questions and answers already on the site. It'll answer 99% of them, but that other 1%, ask us.
Every night, one of the doctors, or both the doctors, will get on and answer questions. And so when you get a response back, it's from myself or Dr. Orchard.
I love the fact I can get all my questions answered immediately. You know,
And it made a huge difference because I didn't feel isolated anymore. I felt like I've got the help, I've got the support.
I think it's a huge support, and to know that you're not the only one out there trying to do it it makes a big difference.
The benefit of working with the doctors and working with the different tips and suggestions that we have on the website is troubleshooting. When you come across days that you stall out, or you're not feeling well, or different other physiological conditions, we've seen it. We know how to deal with it, and we can shoot through that so you can keep going and get the most amount of success that is possible on this.
I started with a doctor, and I loved the help that I got. I loved the fact that they told me this is exactly what you need to do, and I can do it that way.
And I was very excited and very thrilled that I finally found something that was going to work for me.
Starting the first of the year, I'm going to be on it again, and I plan on being down to my goal weight.
I think it's a phenomenal diet. I don't know that it doesn't work for not one person.
I am going to do it again. In fact, I'm doing it again right now. I've lost almost 8 pounds in 4 days, so we're keeping our fingers crossed it keeps going like that. I'm excited.
I look forward to coming to work every day because I can see that change, and people are so appreciative that somebody cares, somebody wants to actually work with them, not just throw them on another drug or say you just need to eat less and work out more.
It is so much fun to watch the people change. There's patients I've had for 15 years now. I see them out on the streets, I don't recognize them anymore. Their bodies have changed, their attitudes have changed, they hold themselves differently. They have become a different person. And it's the hope that comes back into people's lives through this diet that is the most exciting thing that I work with and see.